The inflatable.
Thank you for pointing
balloon.
that out.
Okay, do we rub this guy or what? Making his debut, Doggy Run down Broadway. This is the world's favorite mystery-solving canine, Scooby-Doo, furnished by Warner Brothers Consumer Products.
Next month, that totally lovable top dog will unleash his new DVD mystery movie, Scooby-Doo, Where's My Mummy? But it's no secret, our Great Dane detective prefers a munchie to a mystery any day. Today, he'd need a Scooby snack the size of your front door.
You know, Matt, Scooby-Doo may quiver at the sight of his own shadow, but he's still one for the books. Scooby-Doo holds the Guinness World Record for most cartoon comedy episodes ever produced.
The Big Bird Balloon, plus American Idol winner Carrie Underwood. Don't miss a beat. Live here on NBC.
Check out the superstar of the species flying south for the holidays. It's the Big Bird Balloon. Happy he's not a turkey today. With a beak the size of 9 of them, our feathery friends furnished by Sesame Workshop.
Almost half the length of a jumbo jet. Everything's big about this 18-year-old veteran of Macy's parade, especially the jumbo job he's done teaching so many kids how to read.
On Sesame Street, he's a 6-year-old in an 8-foot 2-inch tall body. Today, Big Bird's tall enough to place the star on top of the tree at Rockefeller Center.
Sesame Workshop, the nonprofit organization behind Sesame. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Back in New York City, 41 degrees on this Thursday morning. We're back, we're live, and this year we're being broadcast in high definition. Meanwhile, joining the parade from Weebleville, that happening town where no one ever sits still, Tibby, Tooey, and Bumpus wobbling down Broadway as Balloonicles. With a little help from a driver and a navigator, these movers and shakers are the first ever self-propelled inflatable characters in Macy's parade.
Play School has reintroduced these wonderfully wacky Weebles from the 70s for the second consecutive year. A new generation of kids can discover what we discovered when we were in high school, Matt. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. They're animated, they're over high. Okay, stepping out to the beat of the parade, that prehistoric people pleaser, Strike Up the Band, Barney, furnished by Hit Entertainment. Who needs a big brass band when you've got Barney's horn, which is taller than 3 of today's band directors?
Our purple guy's bigger than a T-Rex, which, of course, Katie will tell you, ate meat and grass and plants. Barney prefers good old peanut butter and jelly with a big glass of milk, and today, Barney would need a glass as tall as a telephone pole.
In Barney's 200 million years, sharing, caring, and learning have become a few of his favorite things, and since he first danced into their hearts, he's been a favorite of children everywhere.
Like all of today's marching bands.
Okay, who lives in a fully furnished 2-bedroom pineapple under the sea? Of course you know the answer to that. It's Spongebob Squarepants, direct from Bikini Bottom, furnished by Nickelodeon and dressed to the gills in a smart red tie, chic shirt, and size 2100 shorts. All designed by Donatella Versucci.
Once again, the Krusty Krab's foremost fry cook gives high fives to pals Gary the Snail, Patrick Starfish, and Sandy Cheeks as he flashes those superstar teeth, each one the size just about like a boogie board.
SpongeBob weighs in today at 785 pounds, dripping wet, and all in all is bigger than a New York City hotel room. A more absorbing character would be hard to fathom. Meanwhile, getting ready for Thanksgiving Island style, some kooky creatures doing. Meanwhile, flapping down Broadway, chirping, acorns keep falling on my head. Wasn't that written by Bird Bacharach, you guys? It's the fabled Chicken Little, furnished by Walt Disney Studios, and taller than a 7-story building.
But he's actually pint-sized in the newly released computer-animated hit comedy, Chicken Little. The film picks up after he foolishly mistakes an acorn falling for a piece of the sky. But this time, that fowl's no fool. The sky really is falling, and it's up to plucky Chicken Little to save the day.
Chicken Little Balloon is definitely on acorn alert. Those styling specs he's wearing, Katie, are wider than 4 car windshields.
I like those specs, by the way.
Well, luckily, we don't have foul weather here tonight.
That's cute,
It
Al.
worked out well, yeah. Luckily, I keep my feathers numbered for just such an emergency.
Chicken Little, a bit of an air hog.
That's right. Well, from the Walt Disney Resort.
All right, let's give it up for another MVP, in this case, most vulnerable player. 2.5 million parade goers cheer on good old Charlie Brown and the elusive football, furnished by United Feature Syndicate. Down on his luck, Chuck has been trying to kick that pigskin since 1950.
But is he despondent, defeated, depressed? Don't ask. Macy's Parade is always one of the big moments for little Charlie Brown. At 576 pounds, our pumped-up Peanut could free lift a sumo wrestler.
Well, this time that luggable blockhead just may make the big kick with a little help from his friend Jean Schultz, wife of Peanuts creator Charles Schultz. Jean and her son Brooke Clyde are 2 of the 51 balloon handlers. And a little known fact, Jean is a trapeze artist. She practices the trapeze every day.
Wow.
In another Macy's Parade first, the Oklahoma Centennial Commission furnishes Oklahoma Rising as the Sooner State. Come on, vamonos! We're off on another adventure, this time to join the debut of the first ever Latina balloon, Dora, Dora, Dora the Explorer, furnished by Nickelodeon. And what would an adventure be without her trusty backpack and map? I couldn't help it, I'm sorry.
How long were you outside uptown?
I just love Dora.
On her animated preschool series, our bilingual Latina heroine takes kids on an adventure, and together they help Dora solve problems and puzzles all along the way.
Today's adventure takes her to Manhattan, but if she ever decides to take a trip to the moon, she might have a problem hitching a ride. She's as tall as the space shuttle Endeavour. Buena suerte, Dora.
I love when you speak Spanish.
Right now, some big-time adventure on an expert Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, move over. Or you might accidentally get clobbered by that klutzy but oh-so-cuddly superhero, Super Grover, longer than a New York subway car, and furnished by Sesame Workshop.
Our kind of clumsy crusader is here to help celebrate Sesame Street's 37th anniversary. Super Grover's mission to save the day while battling his lifelong nemesis. That's his own medieval knight's helmet that just keeps slamming shut in his face.
This year on Sesame Street, our huggable hero will continue traveling the world in new global Grover segments, flabbergasting millions with his superhero skills on an international level. Now 600 top of the heap.
Clowning and cruising the skies above, half as tall as the Statue of Liberty, is the Ronald McDonald balloon, a symbol of magic and fun to kids all over the world. Ronald's furnished by the McDonald's Corporation.
Earlier this month, with the help of more than 30,000 restaurants worldwide, Ronald McDonald helped raise millions of dollars to help millions of kids during World Children's Day.
The rest of the year, America's favorite clown works with children, reading and recycling, and of course, building self-esteem.
And getting miles of giggles to the gallon, it's McDonald's Chief Happiness Officer, Ronald McDonald. All right, Pokey fans, once again, Macy's Parade makes the big catch as Pikachu, that adorable mascot for Pokemon fans in over 65 countries, returns to Herald Square to kick off the 10th worldwide anniversary of Pokemon beginning in 2006.
Pikachu's been the loyal companion and best friend of Pokemon trainer Ash, and he's the star of everything from games to movies to a TV show that's now in its 8th season.
Pikachu is only 1 foot 4 inches tall, the perfect size for his best friend Ash to carry around on his journey through the Pokemon universe. So, happy 10th, Pokemon.
R&B stars Aaron Neville and Brian McKnight. Yellow and red M&M's hot air balloon. And don't forget Santa, he's coming to town when Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade continues on NBC.
And Jogging down Broadway in his Macy's parade debut, weighing in at more than half a ton, is an American icon, that beloved superstar Spud, Mr. Potato Head, furnished by the United States Potato Board.
Actually, Katie, we should call the board's new spokes Spud the healthy Mr. Potato Head.
I stand corrected.
Okay, check out those muscles as he goes for the Yukon Gold with his rad running shoes, water bottle, and baseball cap.
And he wants everyone to know, guys, that potatoes are not only delicious but also nutritious. In fact, on Thanksgiving, more than 34 million pounds of potatoes will be enjoyed by Americans. The healthy Mr. Potato Head balloon alone could feed 3 of today's marching bands.
So the American icon scores with this parade crowd. They all know when the chips are down, he'll always keep the home fries burning. I'm just glad he's not steamed this morning.
I think he sent you a mash note. The United States Postal Service has a special delivery, and just in time for the holidays, the spectacular... Oh. Hello there, Mr. Potato Head.
Almost turned us into fries.
Wow, the spectacular Spirit of America.
Just as...
Okay, enjoying life in the laid-back lane and giving this parade a big thumbs up. It's everybody's favorite fat cat, Garfield, furnished by Fox Home Entertainment. He's hanging with his best pal, Pookie, who's the size of 700 teddy bears.
The Garfield balloon gobbles up some 14,000 cubic feet of helium. No wonder he's as big as a fast food restaurant. Speaking of gobbling, after the parade comes his usual Thanksgiving feast, microwave lasagna, which, as Garfield puts it, is possibly nature's most perfect food.
And as always, our tuckered out Tabby leaves us with profound words. Anybody can exercise, but this kind of lethargy takes a real discipline.
Here's a fabulous 50s flashback aboard the
Welcome back, everyone. We hope it's warm and cozy where you are right now. We're checking out Macy's brand new balloonicle snowbow, the Happy Hobo, slipping and sliding down Broadway. If it gets too warm in that coat and vest, Snowbow's not headed for a meltdown like his famous friend Frosty. Happiness is being a cold air balloon in Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
By the way, it's a big day for children everywhere. They've been in...
Now, because of today's windy conditions, these characters are on video, and if we told you they were not in a panic, we'd be full of hot air, but they're definitely ready for their close-ups. Not exactly contestants for Fear Factor. It's yellow and red M&M's hot air balloon, furnished, of course, by M&M's chocolate candies.
They may be thinking color us clueless as they flirt with trouble, with yellow hanging on by a thread and red struggling to keep his best buddy from flying off into the blue.
Will these classic Candymen get out of this delicious dilemma? Hard to say, but when it comes to sweetness, yellow and red continue to melt your heart, but not in your hand.
And now we're cooking.
Strutting her stuff down Broadway in her parade debut, the world's cutest clown girl, Jojo, juggling 3 separate animated juggling balls, making this the parade's first ever animated helium balloon.
Disney Channel furnishes JoJo Circus, and it's Jolly Star Jojo, that 6-year-old clown who encourages preschoolers to get up, get active, and join JoJo and her friends, twisting, turning, and shaking themselves silly as they help JoJo out of each and every funny jam.
With 800 clowns in today's parade, JoJo's managed to fill some pretty big shoes. Hers are nearly the size of a city block. All in all, JoJo's 10 times taller than Al, who provided a character guest voice on an episode of JoJo Circus.
Thank you.
Proud of you, Al.
Thank you.
Okay, the man in red is minutes away. Time for some sounds of the season from Florida's Crestview High School. Marching band is the